Welcome back to this. It's this guy. He's got knuckles and he's apparently a homunculus or something, so we gotta deal with this guy. How y'all doing today? XOXO blood droplets. Find Jeremy. We know where Jeremy lives. He lives in the courtyard. Yep. Okay, but here's the question. That worked too well. But what if I go somewhere else and look first? Hey, any nerds in here? No dice. He's gotta be around somewhere. Well, look who's showing their face back around these parts. The mean mutt. I thought maybe at first the dog was gonna be cursing him or something. You know, this is sort of your fault. If I ever hadn't taken you on a walk, we wouldn't have been caught by Jeremy, and he'd still maybe have his things. Sigh, that's not fair. You're not to blame, and neither am I. It's just cruel, unfortunate circumstances that caused everyone to shut down from lack of cookies. Wow, it's almost seemed like you understood what I was talking about. And now it's as though you're somehow upset about it. But that's not possible. Remember, Sunday ever told you not to bite me or any of that? He's not around though, huh? Because of that whole lack of energy situation. Shoot, you really are a smart dog. Found the wrong dessert. The wrong dessert Sunday, get it? Okay, no, we're not loading for the previous choice. Take care. We're loading from we know right where Jeremy lives. We found out from the other Jeremy thing that Jeremy always hangs out here for whatever reason. I wonder if that's true of the actual game, if he goes to the... Yeah, anyway. I like the shapes in everybody's hair. Did I mention that earlier? Target acquired. Now Jeremy hates Everett. He'll never play a part with those goodies if he knows they'll help his enemy. Time to play it cool. Hey, Jeremy man, those are looking delicious and I've gotten so hungry. You think you could spare a few for me? I think everybody might just have diamonds though. I'm not sure if it's... Why? Couldn't you go to the cafeteria and get your own food? But those are way more special than the treats Mrs. Gray made, right? Everett Gray? Yeah, his mother made a homunculus son so she could, like, control him and stuff. Ask Everett then. He's always the one you go to, isn't he? Everett doesn't have any left. You were there when it happened. Oops, didn't get mean. Don't get mean, self. Haha, so you see the problem? Yep, I see it. You picked the biggest dumbass around to be your boyfriend. Sheesh, I gotta think of something faster. He's gonna eat the freaking box before I convince him to share. Okay, here we go. Make him uncomfortable through seduction. I mean, I wanted to do this, but I really want to see what she does when I pick this option. A classic. When I'm done, this sensitive little green-haired boy will be throwing treats my way just to get me to leave. Fine, you're not giving them up. I get it. But surely you can spare a small taste. You wouldn't even need to break up a piece. I could get the flavor directly from you, if you know what I mean. Or if you wanted to give me a bigger part, I'd be so grateful that I could certainly give you something more in return. Okay, I'm getting so much out of this right now. Also, I'm not getting Jamaican patois lately. Well, you don't mean any of that. But I do. It's totally working now to seal the deal. You know how to make this end. Or did you not want it to stop? Shut up. It's okay to admit your desires, Jeremy. I'm listening. Alright. This is so pointless. Why do I even bother? Because it's a good time? No, it's awful. You don't like me. You want to give it all to Everett to save him from his own stupid... You want to give it all to Everett to save him from his own stupidity by feeding him this special energy source. How the fuck did you know that? Did you know that? Because I'm not Everett, which means I have enough forethought to set up ways of listening to conversations. Oh, that's right. Jeremy has everything bugged in the campus. We know this already. That's right. He's, like, insane. And you better tell me what those methods are right the hell now. Usually I stick bugs around places. Their room is tricky. Nate always finds them doing it during his obsessive cleaning sessions. I can relate. But he'd never live the resolve to check someone physically for contraband. And again, Everett is the biggest idiot to be found, so I bugged him directly when I took the box. You what? Was that goody grubbing a ploy all along? Yeah, kind of, partly, whatever. Being that close to him was disgusting, but I had to. So really, I did it right by picking the seduction option. If I picked something else, it wouldn't have worked. Kind of disappointed by that. I kind of figured that was going to be, Let's save it here. Do I want to? Just in case I want to go back, I guess. I thought I was going to die for that. That really was the right option, though. Now I'm obsessed with wrong options in this. Sorry, I have to be. I'm just, like... Listen, I didn't want to ruin Everett's schemes, but some of those treats are poisoned. I'm trying to help you out there. Now they are. I'm serious, you're lucky you haven't keeled over yet. Nope. Fine, but I still won't want them so much I'd try to trick you. Doesn't that mean... I still want them so much I'd try to trick you. Doesn't that do anything to your cold heart? Please? Pretty please? Okay. I can take them? Whatever. Thank you, Jeremy. You're welcome. No. No. I like this discussion better. Is he gonna kill me? For this? I'm gonna keep going with this one. God, did you listen in on our date? Yep, I almost turned it off after a while. The way you flirt really is disturbing. I cannot believe this. I'm still taking this stuff whether you want me to or not. They're infected. They're inflected. Even the one I'm eating, I've developed an immunity. Sure. I mean it. I knew you were coming for them, remember? The plan was to kill him while he was shut down, so it'd be less suspicious when he never got back up. I was gonna resist for a bit and make you think you'd really won before handing them over to make it even less noticeable that I was in on it, except... So maybe if I do it the other way, it is poisoned and he just dies from it or whatever. I should have maybe kept going with that for a second. This is what I suspected, is that Jeremy knew all along, and then he poisoned the treats because he knew Heather would come back and try to get them to save Everett. So something like I would do to my arch nemesis if I found out if he was a homunculus that needed those desserts to survive. You decided to give up instead. Yep. I'm glad, but what do I do now? Nothing, I guess. Everything's ruined for everyone. That's life. Bitch. At least you have Everett, here in spirit. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. He doesn't have one of those. Scum! I'm going back to the room and I will be destroying what you planted on my shorty. And we're eavesdropping for you. Whatever. So that was a bust. He ate them? No, it isn't. No, isn't that right, you brat? What? Jeremy has Everett bugged. He knows everything. What? When the clown boy took the box, he used the opportunity to tag Everett. After overhearing how important the snacks were, he corrupted the badge. That gremlin. Seriously. How dare he try to hurt Evie? Now step aside, Nate. I need to remove the listening device. I don't think that's appropriate. Are you going to do it? Or should we just have an extra party member here for the rest of however long it takes for him to wake up? Fine. It'll be the least frisky frisk ever, I promise. Ugh. Got the bugger. Thank God. Bye, Jeremy. Look for another. Make sure he didn't get one on you either. Definitely. I think we're in the clear. We are calling Mrs. Gray. No more disagreements. Fair enough. At least my little adventure freed us from the peeping ears of Jeremy. Right. Mrs. Gray, it's Nate. And I'm also here. Put on speakerphone. Sorry, one moment. There. Hi. Oh, who is this lady I hear? Whoa, it's Everett's mom. Apparently. She's a Fluttershy. I'm Everett's girlfriend, basically. Well, my goodness, I've been dying to talk to you, Heather. You know my name? Everett has told me about you. Ah, how sweet. This is not the time, Mrs. Gray. We were told about Everett. We know he isn't human. What? We found out after he gave away all the food you sent and shut down. My baby! What were you thinking not telling anyone about his extra needs? He's usually so good about eating what I make for him. I suppose he's outgrowing the need for Mom's home cooking. It's all true then. He was made artificially and he doesn't even know. He's was made artificially and he doesn't even know, by the way. I just noticed that. He's was made. Everett isn't artificial. Every part of him was lovingly put together from real human flesh. So he's Frankenstein. Of course he is. Or he's the Frankenstein monster, I should say. I'm not sure that helps. I was going to tell him honestly, when he was truly grown. But he's always my baby. I push back every date I set to talk to him about it because he doesn't seem ready. He didn't seem ready. You have to tell him now. If you even get the chance. Can you send more? Will he be alright? Yes, I'll work on another package immediately, and Everett is extremely resilient. That's one of his strengths. Thank God. I'm terribly sorry for worrying you, Nate, and you too, Heather. This must have been distressing. No worries, as long as he'll be alright, so will I. Resilience is something we've got in common. Agreed. Bless your hearts. Thank you for being such good friends to him, even now. This one is actually really charming and heartwarming, even though Everett's a terrible person. He's put us through worse, haha. And he'll put us through more in the future. I'm so glad you're a part of his life. It will take a week or so to get everything together and have it arrive. If I can still ask for your help, please watch over Everett until he can awaken. We will. A week? Isn't there any way we could do it, like, now? I'm sorry, no. Keeping Everett happy and active takes a relatively low maintenance cost. Getting him to rise from a complete collapse will take a much greater jolt. The package I'll send will be there 3 times the normal size, and I'm going to transmute it into water instead of flour to dilute the energy less. Is she putting her own blood in this stuff? I get the feeling that she's putting her own blood in this stuff. Boo. Ignoring that, I'd still prefer knowing what this energy is. I'm not comfortable being in the dark about something like that. It's too important. I understand. I hope you won't think he's creepy. We won't, for sure. Since my son is what we call organic in terms of the properties he's made of, Everett has to subsist off the vitality of humans. I've had some of those. Does this mean I've consumed people flesh? I've had some of those. Does this mean I've consumed people flesh? Am I a cannibal now? Oh no, honey. I knew Everett wouldn't want to share with his friends. I knew Everett would want to share with his friends. I hoped he would. The secret ingredients to my recipes are love and pure human life energy. I shave off a little here and there from a large breath of people. Not enough for anyone to even notice it's gone. So she's just a witch and steals people's life essence. What the hell? This is really weird. A person has never died from those treaties. I'm skilled in that regard. Knitting and baking are my other talents. Well, now I feel better? You should. My sweets are good for the soul. Haha. Although in a pinch, Everett could certainly eat human parts directly. It's a less strong source of energy, but easy to get for most. That explains what happened earlier then. He's got so low on power he for once realized human vitality seemed pretty tasty, and I was the only thing around. Thank you, Mrs. Gray. Please get started on Everett's next meal now. I will. Goodness, this has all gone to pieces, hadn't it? I should have been on thanking you. You already did. I'm thanking you again. It's alright. Everything will be fine. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. I'll keep you in the loop about my progress. Goodbye. Even when they write a horror story, it's charming. Bye. So that was interesting. Do you think we could ask Bay if he has any pure human life energy lying around? Absolutely not. Jeremy already tried to murder him. There's no way in God's name that I'll feed Everett sketchy substances from Bay. A demon. Are you giving up? No, I understand the solution has already been found. You should go back to your dorm. What? Why are you kicking me out? Having a girl in our room is completely against the rules. Oh yeah. It was an emergency earlier, but as I said, it's been resolved as best it can be. Now you need him to leave. Now you need to leave. I'll keep watch. Nothing will happen to him. And there isn't anything at all I can do to convince you to let me stay by his side in these trying times? There was something I needed to check here. Insufferable. Didn't I have, like, the ability to look at everybody else? Yeah, I wanted to see this, of the devil. Yeah, yeah. I like Nate a lot, actually. Yes, leave before I report you. I like Nate a lot, actually. I think I would like Nate a lot in the game. Alright, see you. Goodbye. When did it get this late? The whole day is gone. What a jip. Sigh. Who dares sigh in my presence when I'm the one around here who earned that right? Hi. Jeremy, I should have known. You're really surprised that was the most obvious possibility. Hit the road, you toothpaste cupcake. I'm sure we're both too tired and depressed for a conversation. Besides, one thing I know for certain is that you're the only here to snoop around the Everett situation after you get cut off. You'll get nothing from me. I live in these dorms too. Where else would I go at night? A likely story. If that's what you want to think, I pretty much already have the full story, but whatever. I bet you think you're so clever. Not really. I'm only more clever than a numbskull who didn't even notice himself being tagged. Or that giving the box away would practically kill him. That's not exactly a high bar. Even with Nate, his mom, and you taking care of him, Everett managed to bungle his chance again. It's just kind of impressive in a pathetic way. At this point, there isn't anything you can do to fix it. Huh? Stab him to death for his impudence. Let's go. Let's kill Jeremy. Guess again. You shouldn't have crossed me, Jeremy. Ha ha ha! Die! I will sacrifice your body to my 5'7" hipster god. Ha ha! Hi. Hi. Oh jeez. Shiloh? I mean, Shiloh. Hi, to you too, my good friend. Okay. So, everything alright? I'm great, thank you for asking. How are you? What do you think, Shiloh? I want you to look at the scene in front of you and explain it to me. I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Alright, goodbye. As usual, I have no clue what his angle is with this sudden appearance. If he's gonna pretend not to see, there isn't any reason to stick around. What are you gonna do? Where are you going? Can I come too? No. Do you need to get inside the boys' dorm? That's not allowed for girls. I wouldn't want you to get in trouble. Why even ask where I'm headed if you already have the answer? Uh-huh. That's the most important rule I'm breaking. Move along. Heather, if you tell me, then I can help you. It's not okay to do everything yourself. I want to be someone you can rely on. What a laugh. There are definitely times when this fucked up behavior is an attempt to increase his standing with me, but he wants to make his own self happy way more than me. Is he fishing for more than he's already picked up, or is he trying to spook me into including him for some reason or something else? Every interaction with him is a headache, and I hate it. There's no stab Shiloh either? Come on, we just killed Jeremy. Let's kill Shiloh, too. Give a reply, but keep it vague. Probably shouldn't bother trying to hide what he clearly already knows, but that doesn't mean I need to tell him what's really going on. Shiloh, I just killed a man. I'd kind of prefer to be alone right now. I'd also be better for you if you didn't assist with this particular problem. Okay? Okay. Fantastic. Good night, Shiloh. Good night, Heather. I hope I see you tomorrow. I don't like the sound of that at all. He doesn't leave things to chance, but I can only deal with it when it comes. Knock, knock. Psst. Hey, it's me, Heather. Open the door. I told you to leave. But I brought a gift, one that really can't stay out here. Fine, this better be as serious as you claim. Jeremy! Are my claims validated or what? What happened? I killed him for being a pest. Heather, you can't murder someone simply because you don't like them. How rich coming from you. My bad, but now we've got energy for Everett. You want to rip flesh off the corpse of our classmate and feed the pieces to my unconscious best friend. Precisely. Jeremy was Everett's most despised enemy. I'm sure Evie will appreciate being woken up thanks to his death. You absolutely need to go back to your dorm this second. But I'll do it myself. Come back in the morning to check on him. Thank you, Nate. I knew I could count on you. See you then. Bye. The next day, Sunday. Fingers crossed, Everett's special snack worked. It's been far too long since some idiot he's cussed me out. Hey, what's with the commotion? Stay back. There's an investigation going on here. What? Why? We got an anonymous tip that some kind of strange occurrence was happening here. Gasp. Everett. Stay calm. We have the situation under control and suspects have been arrested, but you need to vacate the premises. But... Go on. Now, that's an order. How could this have happened? Why was discreet? The only one who saw anything was Shiloh. That boy. Why would someone as shady as him call the police? Oh wait, I know why. He's a snake and a bitch, better known as a snitch. God damn it. Heh, we got narked by Shiloh. Yes, please. Let him help a little. Shiloh's gonna see through any lie or dodge, and he's being this persistent I probably shouldn't be too uncooperative. He does have me literally red-handed here. If he wants to assist that much, I might as well let him. It's easier to keep an eye on someone that's still with you, after all. I killed Jeremy because he sucked. Helping move his corpse up into the dorm, I can't leave it out here in the open. Anything for you, but please, you don't need to touch that. I can carry him all on my own. If you insist. This is far enough, you can go. Okay, good night and good luck. I hope we see you tomorrow. I don't sound that at all. Same thing? I told you to leave it. Same conversation. Let's see what happens. Nate, oh, hey, it didn't. Okay, hang on. This is different. There's no police. Fingers crossed, Everett's special snack worked. It's been far too long since some idiot has cussed me out. Nate, let me inside. Hello. Morning. So is he? He's not. Sorry, I'll have to let Everett sleep in today. Nothing's getting him up. Weak. Did you actually feed him that Jeremy corpse, or did you throw it out when I wasn't looking? I went to a lot of trouble to get that. I gave it to him. Isn't the state of the room clue enough that it was chopped? I haven't even had time to clean it all up, and you think that's normal? Okay, I believe you. Jeez, why didn't it work? It was a whole person. You're Mrs. Gray. Human body parts aren't a great source of energy, and he needs a lot of that right now. Then we'll just have to get more. Jeremy, he was a wimp, skin and bones, that one. And so tiny, if we can get him a heartier meal. Stop. You unequivocally cannot go around killing more students for this. He'll be fine, Heather. Nate is so unfair. Who does he think he is telling me when I can and can't murder? Do you understand? It's best I leave now. It's still against the rules, isn't it? I better leave now. It's still against the rules, isn't it? Yes, and good. Take care of yourself. Right back at you. And take care of Everett, too. I will. Okay, who else can I kill? I am so not done yet, but it's gotta be someone Nate won't throw a fit over, which means another group mate. My highfalutin California boy only eats organic humans, so whatever weird demon flesh Bay has won't cut it, and Nate is his best friend. Kill Shiloh! Let's kill Shiloh, please! Let's kill Shiloh. Don't kill Pran, please kill Shiloh. That leaves just Pran and Shiloh. Heather! Think of the non-literal devil, and he appears, though odds are he was already here waiting, eagerly poised to take advantage of my misfortune for his own benefit. Hey. Good morning, how is everything? It's alright. Why are you alone in front of the boys' dorm? Are you waiting for Everett to come down? Yeah, in a way. Can I keep you company until then? These Shiloh expressions, man. This man's. He has diamonds in his hair, too. Actually, I have something to... Ooh. Could you be less pathetic? I am spoken for. Stop begging for scraps. Everett isn't coming out. You were lying about waiting for him. What did you say? What did you say, slut? He can't. If feeding him Jeremy was gonna work, he'd already be here. Are you giving up? Will you kill someone else for him? I got what I asked for, of course. He knew everything. Yeah, it's Shiloh. You can't keep a secret from Shiloh. He's creepy. But how do you figure all that out? Does he also have bugs everywhere? I hate this place. Probably. Who would suspect? What are you after? I can help you. Why? How? Are you offering your corpse to the cause? Haha! We can go for Pran. Between the two of us, his larger size won't matter. If he's that familiar with the situation, that might explain why he keeps showing up. After catching the Jeremy murder, he might be gauging whether or not I'm a threat. I suppose I can't blame him for wanting to keep an eye on how things are going down. I was considering him for a potential victim a minute ago. Yeah, Shiloh will do anything to preserve his own sense of self, his own self, right? He's all about looking out for number one. We know that. I can't tell if he's out to get me now, or if he's out to get me now, or is out to get me on a date with him. Still, let him come. I'm starting to realize the only thing worse than having this one with me is having him running around unattached. Plus, he does have a point. Fran is not only a massive wall of solid endurance, but he's more prone to violence than Jeremy. It'd be a lot safer to tackle him with someone else. That's assuming I can even trust Shiloh, which I can in general. It might be alright during this specific situation. God, I have to spend way too much time thinking to myself whenever he comes by. At least he's always willing to patiently stare at me with empty eyes until I'm done. You're on. Thank you. What should I do? I'm not strong and I don't have a weapon, but I'm sure there's something useful I could manage. Make Fran mad. I do have a weapon and I'll need an opening. Piss him off and then I'll handle the rest. And if anything goes wrong, Plan will blame Shiloh instead of me. No problem. Good. You ready to do it now? Yeah. Haha. You sure it's nice to be this excited for murder? I'm not sure what you mean. Uh-huh. We should go. He'll be coming. What? Hi, Pran. How do you know Pran was gonna be here? Why is he here? You're together. You're together. Yes. Or, well, it depends on what you mean by together. I'm working with Heather on something, but we're not, you know. God, Shiloh's facial expressions just make my skin crawl too, okay? I'm sorry for him. What are you doing? Nothing major. And don't use him. You shouldn't get upset because she's spending time with someone else, especially since you'd never be willing to help her anyway. Alright, looks like we're doing this. That was fast. Wow, you're so sensitive right now. Did something happen? No. Are you sure? You haven't heard from Jeremy since yesterday, huh? That's weird. Huh. And you won't ever talk to him again? What? He's not. He wouldn't. That'd be such overkill. To make a long story short, Heather killed him and gave his corpse to Everett. Oh my god. Yep. You trust Shiloh, and this is what you get, right? It's really sad. I only came around when she had already finished. There was nothing I could do for him. You. Lies, lies and slander. Pran, you gotta believe me. Do you want to see the pictures I took when it happened? Then I followed her into the dorm. She dragged the body to Nate's and Everett's room and it never came back out. You helped me move it after you took the pictures. Ah, he was telling the truth and you were lying to me. It's not what it seems like. It is. More fibs, Heather. Traitor. Okay, I made him mad just like you wanted. I'll let you handle it now. Bye. Son of a bitch. Fucking Shiloh. I shouldn't have asked him to be bait. I made him mad and I can't fight a furious Pran on my own. I'm entirely screwed. So? I like Jeremy. I know. He was my friend. I know. My only friend. I know. I should have put you away sooner. What? I won't make the same mistake again. No. I don't know, but wherever you're thinking of taking me, can we not do that instead? No, you took Jeremy. Now we're going to be even. Please, you had creepy plans for me before I even touched Jeremy? That is absolutely not about being even. Maybe. Just being even is worthless. I give people everything they deserve. And as the apple of your eye, I only deserve the best in the world. No, after this my plan has gotten worse. Much worse. Oh, jeez. Is that implying what I think it's implying? That's pretty terrible. I was expecting murder. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. I'm not going to go back to the last choice. I'm going to go back to farther choices. But that's as far as we're going to go today. This story is kind of going on a little long. Now Heather is just murdering people to feed them to Everett. This is like a different kind of bad horror movie. It was charming for a minute, and then it got kind of gross. We'll see you next time.